Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, there are two stories going around at the moment concerning Ed Miliband, and I thought just logical, really, to amalgamate the two. Neither of them are particularly big stories, but I think together they make an interesting dichotomy, really. There's a story that Ed Miliband now is the bookie's favourite to replace Reeves. Starmer came out today and said he has the ultimate faith in Reeves and she will be there for a very long time. And that, of course, is, that's the death warrant, isn't it? It's like a football manager getting the vote of confidence from the board. He goes in for a meeting on the Wednesday. He said, I've had the vote of confidence from the board. And he's not going to be the manager by the game on Saturday. Well, it's much the same. She is now probably packing her bags, having been given the vote of confidence or the kiss of death, call it what you will, from Starmer. And so it looks like Ed is in prime position to take over. Can you imagine how bad it's going to get? I think the only person worse at doing that than Ed would be someone like Diane Abbott, but hey-ho. But also with Ed, and this is the odd thing, if he's being tipped for that sort of kind of promotion thing, is that zonal pricing of electricity. This is something Ed has been on about for quite some time, where what you pay for your electricity depends on where you live. Sounds to me like a punishment beating for the southeast. But that decision has now been taken from him. Now, there is likely to be a decision made quite soon, imminently, it's even described, but it won't be Ed's decision to make. And there are two reasons for this. One is political. The other is a different sort of political. The first reason political is that any zonal pricing that comes in will have to be very, very carefully crafted. They're saying that there will be a lot of people benefiting from it. However, the time frame is that it won't come in until at least 2030, by which time it'll be a reform government most likely, and they will get the credit for anything like this. Bad politics. They don't want reform getting credit for their policies. Sounds like children, doesn't it? The other reason, of course, is, and this is the weird one, they don't want to give this controversial decision to Ed Miliband, because if it works and he claims the credit, it will be a way of weakening Starmer. And Starmer is very, very paranoid. He's a very paranoid man. I don't know how he's risen to the top with such levels of paranoia, but there we are. But he doesn't like the idea of any of his rivals doing well. And I think that is possibly why he's surrounded himself with incompetence, so that he looks like the star. But he doesn't. He just looks like a bigger incompetent because he's chosen all these idiots. But he probably doesn't see it that way in his tiny mind. But there we are. So Ed tipped for Chancellor, but also having very important decisions taken from him for political reasons. Odd, innit? What is going on with this government? It's like they don't know what they're doing. Still, we shall find out one day in the history books, should anyone still be able to read them. Thanks a lot. Bye.